After the Pittsburgh Tree of Life attack in 2018, what do we do as a Jewish community? We all gathered together. Right? We were all in our sanctuary, and I've never seen it so full of people. My father was there. It was the first night our davening team ever did our Shabbat, was the night of the Pittsburgh attack. We had maybe 600 people overflowing into the lanes of our synagogue. And it wasn't just us. There were Jews of other congregations. There were 30, 40 clergy of other religions. It was just a big gathering. And after that horrible week, it gave us some healing after everything that happened. That Shabbat was really a balm on our communal soul, to have everybody come together. So in the Torah, at the moment, we're reading the aftermath of the golden calf. And so right after the golden calf, what does Moses do? He instructs them in the building of a tabernacle, and this is what takes up really the rest of the book of Exodus. So many details. But first, what does Moses do? He gathers the people together. He brings them together, vayakel, the word where we get kehillah, congregation, from. He gathers the people, and he's going to get into all those endless details about the tabernacle. But first, he gives them the command, he reminds them of the command of Shabbat. He said, 6 days you shall work, and on the 7th day you shall observe the Shabbat. So the Hasidic commentator Sfar Emet says, well, why mention Shabbat here? Why, it could have mentioned any other commandments. Why mention Shabbat here? And he says, were you putting up your hand? Why did he mention Shabbat? Well, I thought you had an answer. Do you have an answer? No, okay. You were just stretching. It's okay. So Sfat Emet says, because Shabbat is that force that gathers people. Right? And what did the people need after they lost their unity with the episode of the golden calf? They needed the power of Shabbat to bring them together. That's what they needed. And so he explained what was the golden calf. They all lost their sense of bond. They all lost their sense of direction, their sense of shared mission. So what could unify them? It was to do Shabbat together, to come together, to have that consciousness, a day apart, just as it does for us, apart from the week, from everything that happens in our world. We're each in our silos. We come together, and there's something wonderful and blessed about Shabbat that creates bonds between all of us in spirit and in consciousness. So we lose our unity, Shabbat brings us together. And there's even another Hasidic teaching by the Tiferet Shlomo, and he says, what was it in general when the people were in the desert and through all of their endless trials and tribulations, everything they went through, what was it that brought them together and that healed them when they went through all their mistakes and fallings? He said it was Moses, right? Moses was the one who came and reassured them and comforted them and brought them together and took them back up after all of their failings. He gathered the people. That was his unique ability. Single-handedly, he brought them together. But the people said, well, what are we going to do, Moses, when you're no longer with us? And so Moses said, don't worry, Shabbat has the same power. So Tiferet Shlomo says that Shabbat has a little piece of Moses in it. Every time we do Shabbat, it's like Moses comes back to be with us and to bring us together. Because Shabbat is really an extension of Moses in every generation. It's what heals us and comforts us. He says it's the mikvah of Israel. It's a ritual bath of Israel. It brings us healing. And so what does our world need with all of these challenges of these months, all these challenges of the past few years? We need to come back to Shabbat, to sing together, to be together, to experience some of the peacefulness of Shabbat, that beautiful unity and belonging that gives us strength amidst all of the happenings of our world. Shabbat Shalom.